Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaste. I am Sriranganayaki from
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
I welcome all enthusiasts of Vedic sciences.
Namaste.
And
I am Sriranganayaki from
Om
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
live on the Rishi Vatika
I
YouTube
welcome
channel.
all enthusiasts of Vedic sciences.
Namaste. And let us start this session with a short prayer. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parar Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Kushyate yasya nagare Rangayatra dine dine Tvamaham sirasa vande Rajanam kulashekaram Shri Vallabheti Varadeti Dayapareti Bhakta Priyeti Bhavalundana Kovideti Nadeti Nagashayaneti Jagannivaseti Alapanam Pratipadam Kurume Mukunda. Today we have with us Dr. Sistla Purushotham, the speaker of the day, and I welcome him to give a talk on Maha Souram. This is the 37th talk in the Dr. Vedavyasa Memorial online lecture series being conducted by International Institute of Vedic Sciences, Rishi Vatika. International Institute of Vedic Sciences is promoted by Vedavyasa Bharati Trust, USKFE, and the Yoga Brotherhood of America with the blessings of Pujya Guruji Dr. Vedavyas. I would like to take a few minutes to remind the audience of our goals at IAVS. As conceived by Dr. Vedavyas, International Institute of Vedic Sciences offers courses on Vedic Hinduism and Vedic sciences. The ancient Vedic sciences, which include yoga, Ayurveda, astrology, Vastu, Mantra Shastra, Agama, and Yajnas, are a few of the disciplines which will be studied and taught in a pure form as handed down by the long tradition of Vedic rishis. It is proposed in the future IIVS will grow into a full-fledged university of Vedic sciences to offer education in Vedic Hinduism and sciences at the graduate, postgraduate, and PhD level. Dr. Vedavyas Memorial Lecture Series was started on May 23, 2020 to learn about our Sanatana Dharma and Vedic sciences by various eminent scholars live on the YouTube channel. We started the series with a talk on Sri Krishna as Yuga Purusha, and we have had talks on Lord Dattatreya and millennial mentor Bhagwat Ramanuja and Bhakti aspects of lives of Sri Sai Baba and our Puja Shri Guruji Dr. Vedavyas. The talks have included the basic introduction to Hindu rituals, Agama Shastras, Sadachara Dinacharya, or daily habits to follow, and also the secrets of Gayatri Mantra. Topics in the series have ranged from explaining what are Vedic sciences to the speakers giving an in-depth analysis of the different Vedic sciences. These talks have given us an opportunity to explore various areas and work with these eminent scholars to develop the syllabus and courses that can be taught at IIBS. During these talks, the audience has also participated with a lot of relevant questions and comments, and we are happy to know that the series is being taken well by the audience. Now, let me introduce today's speaker, Dr. Purushotham. He is a retired IT professional and he worked for companies like TCS, Accenture, Patni Computers in Mumbai and Bengaluru. He is now settled in Bengaluru, though originally hails from Andhra Pradesh. He did his master's degree in applied mathematics from the Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, and completed the doctoral program from Bhavnagar University, Gujarat, in the field of General Theory of Relativity. After retirement, he has started to learn Sanskrit and some Suktas from the Vedas. He is a student of Nada Veda Adhyayana Kendra, Bengaluru. He is also associated with Sri Aurobindo Kapali Sastri University of Institute of Vedic Culture, Bengaluru. The speaker will dwell upon the various aspects and powers of sun god as recorded and practiced by the followers of the Vedic way of life with a special focus on Maha Souram. It is said that there are many mantras in Sauram to cure various diseases and bestow both physical and mental health. Mantras to cure the heart disease, skin problems, eye problems, cough, breathing, fever, and digestive disorders, and so on, seem to be present in the Sauram. He explores a scientific approach to reach the benefit of Vedas to masses. Now I will request Dr. Purushotham to deliver his talk on Maha.
Namaste. Thank you very much. Appreciate your neat introduction. We'll get into the subject, but before that, let us just pray very quickly. Sahana bhavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahe, tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om shanti shanti shanti. The essence of this, most of us know, have been hearing, chanting, participating one way or the other. We are saying the speaker and the listeners, let us explore the true spirit of investigation and grow from strength to strength with high vitality. And let's not vie with each other. Let's not compete with each other. What a nice saying. What a nice thought captured in a small mantra and is repeated every time we have some good meetings. Thanks very much for this opportunity. Before we get into the actual subject of the matter today, I'm reminded that today is the birthday of Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, an ex-president of our country, also a great teacher, great academician, and a scholar, vice chancellor for many universities, and finally the president. Not many countries can boast that their philosophers ever take the position of a president of the country. We had that great opportunity because we respected and we have imbibed that great culture of Eastern philosophy in India. Well, so with respects to him, we can get started. But before I get into one thought, process my mind. We used to have on this President Radhakrishnan's birthday is celebrated as a Teacher's Day too, because he wanted not his birthday to be celebrated, but Teacher's Day. That's how I think it has become famous in India. Most of the students of the class, they are happy to conduct their own classes during these days. So on 5th September, all teachers have free time. In the sense, they can only observe what the students are doing. So it is the student who takes up the class. So while I'm still a student, started only after my retirement, learning anything, it looks like I got such an opportunity on Teachers' Day to talk to other students and also teachers. Teachers are also there. Highly learned scholars are there in this August meeting. I'm very humbled to take this opportunity, and let's get started. I would like to do some share some slides to make it easy for our conversation. I hope that you are able to see the screen. The subject matter is Maha Souram. Maha Souram. Let me take you to through the structure of this talk today, so that you will get a bird's eye picture, bird's eye view of what is going to happen, and which will really be of interest to you, and you can decide. We'll do a little bit of introduction to Maha Souram. Then other topics. Let me do the introduction right away. Maha Souram is a collection of 65 mantras from Rigveda Samhita, and they are picked up from various mandalas in a very unknown random fashion. It is not random. Actually, there must be some reason why they went back and forth. They have picked up that order and compiled this. And it was done by, as per the records, these Sonaka Mahamuni and his team have done this. And all these mantras talk about or they extol, praise the Surya Bhagavan, the sun god. And Surya Bhagavan is known to be the god for health and longevity, as we in India follow the tradition. And they specifically they are taken, but they are not taken in the order in which they actually appear in Rig Veda. They are taken, some of the mantras are taken from the back and from again front, again go back. So there must be some reason why they have compiled in this particular order, is what the belief is. Like it is said in Mantra Shastra, any syllables, bijaksharas as they are called, the same bijaksharas when repeated in a different order may have a different effect. Okay, so we do not exactly know. The entire Vedas seem to be a big puzzle, a big codified information, which is still a matter of great research yet to be done. And I think it is so many thousands of years that have passed. We only were able to get them intact to greater extent. But coming to that later. So this is a set of 65 riks. The mantras in Rig Veda are called as riks, and these they are put in particular order. They are supposed to be chanted for best health, and that is that has been widely regarded, widely practiced, and many people know about it in the people who are in the Vedic way of life. And a little bit of an autobiographic element I would like to bring here. How I got into it. I was not into Vedas, as I already have said. Before my retirement, I had to meet one Mr. Narayana Sharma, Dendukuri Narayana Sharma Garu, at Tirupati in his Vedic University. He was that time reader in the Krishna Yajurveda commentary. So he was a known person. I went for a mundane reason, a routine reason of publishing a book, which is in my family. So that is the context in which I went, met him. And during that time, coincidentally, another gentleman who visited their house, he said that I would like to give you a book. And it seems he has written a book and he's the author, so he wanted to share. I was not very keen because at that time I was not interested, nor I knew anything about Surya Upasana or anything of that sort. So I said no politely, but he said, no, I want to give it to you. So out of sheer politeness, I had to take that book and I never opened it. Several years passed, and again, when I was before retirement, I was wanting to know a little bit of Vedas because I heard about it. I have been hearing the chanting. I liked it, but I was not initiated. So just went and met again this Sharma Garu, the Narayana Sharma Garu, and he said, look, you can't do much now because it's supposed to be learned at a very young age, but try Souram, which may be suitable to you. Souram, I never heard till that time. So I came back. I could not really learn much from him because the logistics didn't allow me. Several more years I retired, and then I met one Dr. Prabhakar, who is my guru, who is running the Nada Veda Adhyayana Kendra in Bangalore. So when I talked to him about it, he said, why not? I'll teach you. So I was happy. I learned from him, and I have been sort of practicing. So that is the story. And most important thing I wanted to bring to notice is that the book I never opened till I met Dr. Prabhakar. And when I opened, I realized that Souram is also there in it. So it is probably a sort of a coincidence, or a very interesting coincidence, that I'm destined to know about it a little. And that's why I think somebody, a great author, has given that book to me. Multiple things were there in it about Surya. So this is the autobiographic thing. I wanted to narrate a story before getting into a little more serious subjects. Like I said, it is a set of mantras from Rig Veda, and they're supposed to give you great health. The structure is running like this. We talk a little bit about sun, as we know from our current studies or scientific or common man's view, and also from the ancient wisdom, what is it that we are learning, will just be a little bit of a comparison. There are very well-known sun worships in the country in practice, and most of us know about it. We just touch upon very quickly. Then we get into Souram and its structure. This is the actual subject matter of the day, and we'll spend more time on point 4, and then on point 5, which are examples from the Souram. We try and understand the literal meaning of it to the extent we can. The mantras are not supposed to be understood. They are supposed to be practiced and you reap the benefit. Like the saying goes, why are you counting how many mangoes are there on the tree? You just take the mango, that's it, and eat and enjoy. So we are supposed to do that, but our scientific temperament doesn't allow us all the time. It brings in questions, and we have to answer the questions to our own satisfaction. We'll get into that a little later. So 4 and 5 talk about Souram in detail, step 4, 5. The last one, I'm sure that we'll have some time to talk about the scientific approach. How is it that we can, if there is so much benefit in Vedas, how can we bring that benefit to the common man? And how easy and what is the procedure? These are the 5-6 points which I wanted to talk today. Hope we'll be able to cover to the best of my ability and your satisfaction. So one is over, we go to the next one. Sun, as we know, on the left hand side is material view and the other one is a Vedic view. Not that Vedic views are always only non-material, but here what I mean is material view is today's current thinking or knowledge. And Vedic view is that includes knowledge which we cannot answer, we cannot fully know as well. So that gives the two parts. So as per our current thinking, sun is a star, and any star is set of gases. In this case, in most cases, hydrogen 70% and helium around 28%. And this is nothing but a sort of a nuclear reactor which is in a controlled condition. It is not gone, it has not gone out of the way, it has not exploded. Looking at the vast energy conversion that's happening in the core of sun, 4 hydrogen atoms, they fuse to become 1 helium, and rest of it, the mass that gets converted into energy, heat, and that gets expelled outside. There's a constant pressure from inside to outside to explode. Okay, so just to get some visual picture, sometimes visual pictures will be helpful. Not that this is sun, but this is the best one can portray the sun. Okay, it's burning all the time. Okay, and that heat is coming all over. But if you see, there is an internal pressure, there's a pressure going out, the thermal energy, and also the gravitational pull is there, which is pulling it inside. And so you can see this here. Self-gravity is pulling all these gases inside, and the thermal pressure is pushing it outside. So, but they are balanced. They are balanced, it continues as a star, as a white dwarf class of stars. And at one time, when the mass, there are differences in mass, what is known as the Chandrasekhar's limit, if that is disturbed, then I think it can become either a neutron star or it can become a black hole. This is another matter. These are all subsequent things. So basically, we know it's a star, set of gases, and it's a great nuclear reactor under balance now at the moment. Anytime anything can happen, but it won't, as we know. So we also know that sun's gravitational field includes, or within its gravitational field, the rest of the planets are there, and those planets behave under the influence of sun. And of course, we know sun is a source of life on Earth, because whenever we are looking for life anywhere in the external space, we look for water. Okay, so water in turn is due to sun, and that is a different story. Let's not get into that. But materially, we look at right temperature is required. So on sun, on the Earth, we are having right temperature maintained by sun. It's a temperate thing, so it is not too hot or too cold for us to live. Vedic view is almost similar, except that we call him a Vedic god. It's a god. Okay. So if you do not like the word God, you can say a source of energy. Okay. So and also this particular God, we personify in our creation. We personify all forces, and when you personified its name is God, Surya Bhagavan, and he is the one who is the reason for our life and our longevity is what we believe in. Aragyam Suryadichet. He is the one who is going to give us, he blesses us with our life and health. So astrologically speaking, Indian astrology, sun is at the center. Sun is the one who is influencing our lives and our growth. And also he influences other planets. And other planets, astrologically again, they have their own influence on our life. So this is something similar to what we know from the scientific angle. Sun has got gravitational effect on the rest of the planets. And also in the Vedic view, sun creates a right environment for us to live, and it protects the nature and life. Here, when we say living beings are Pashu includes man. So we are also a type of man. We walk on two legs, and rest of the animals on four legs. So we always refer to the animal kingdom as Chatushpade and we as Dvipade. So this is very general two views. I thought it is appropriate to remind ourselves about these two views. Then we have been exposed to Gayatri Mantra, which is very, very popular. Almost every nook and corner also they keep playing. Everywhere we chant with reverence, and it's a very well-known thing. And we consider this a most powerful mantra as well. Surya Namaskarams are sometimes treated as a physical exercises, but along with that physical exercise anyway provide you some health. And along with that, there are certain simple names of Surya Bhagavan which are chanted. Aditya Hrudayam is one more. Let's look at each of them a little bit, and then here some personification is required for all forces, like I said. So Gayatri, the actual god is Varenya. Savitur. Savitur is the name of the god. And Om Bhurbhuvaswaha, these three are ahutis, who are introductions to, these are all magical sounds, okay, which are introduced when it came down into Yajurveda. Earlier in Rigveda, it starts only with the Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhakko Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. So we are meditating on that Savitur, who is the great source of energy, like Surya, and we meditate on him so that he will invigorate, he will stimulate our thoughts. And when we are saying this, we are saying stimulate only my thought. We are not saying that. We are saying Naha. Naha is all ours, everybody's. So it is a plural vachana we are using. So for all of us, please stimulate our thoughts, and we are extolling, we are praising Surya Bhagavan for it, because that is a symbol of the Savitur. So it's very well known, and everybody feels, and one should not forget that the power of Surya Bhagavan is Savitur. This is another name. So that is one prayer which is very well known, very popular. The other one is Surya Namaskarams. As I said, everywhere you see it's practiced quite often, and yoga is very yogic exercises is very common, and you have to look at it from clockwise. Don't go like this. So you go back, bend forward, all this stuff, and each asana or each posture is supposed to bestow a lot of health, specific type of health on you. And when you complete one round, you chant loudly the name of one of the names of Surya Bhagavan, Mitraya Namaha. And one more round, Ravaye Namaha. One more round, Suryaya Namaha. Like that, by the time you complete 12 rounds, you have completed all 12 names. Alternately, you don't have time. You in each posture, you can chant one name. And this chanting in the position is supposed to give you health benefits. The next one is Aditya Hrudayam. It is this is also very commonly practiced and chanted set of mantras. When the story goes like this, Sri Rama, when he was trying to fight with Ravana, it's a very frightful, very long and very troublesome fight between the two. And Rama was exhausted, is not able to kill Ravana at any cost. At that time, by the grace of great Munis, he got introduced to Aditya Hrudayam. So he chanted this Aditya Hrudayam. That's the story what is written in Ramayana. And you can't take Ramayana also lightly, like any other story, because there is a lot of scientific proof coming up. Which talks about the astronomical conditions under which each event that was happening, that happened in Ramayana time, it was recorded, is there in the book. It has been coming for ages, and even Dr. Vedavyasa has done great work on it. It is now further supported and proved by some good work that is done by NASA. So we can't take it lightly. You can't take it as just a story. So there is some part of it which can be exaggeration. That's something which scholars can isolate those. So the story here is he was able to, after getting introduced to Aditya Hrudayam, Rama was able to finish Ravana. So that's another practice. Aditya Hrudayam is another interesting practice. First three are very easy ones in the sense, very, very commonly done, and many people can easily learn or practice. The next one is Aruna Prashna. It is a little difficult one. It is actually from the Krishna Yajurveda Aranyakam. And it talks so much about Surya Bhagavan, so much of description that the chanting of Aruna Prashna is supposed to heal anybody from any type of disease. Okay. So, but while talking about Surya Bhagavan and his greatness, etc., he talks about the origin of time, formation of seasons, because formation of seasons is because of sun anyway, and the axis on which he is rotating. Rain, how rainwater comes up, goes into the clouds, comes back. Rainbow and what is its messages, crime and punishment, various types of crimes and punishments, so many things it deals with, but it dwells. It is not most of our Vedic work is not a treatise. It doesn't singly focus on one topic alone. It talks of multiple things. So it's a long, very huge one, and it is also known to be a good practice to chant Aruna Prashna. Then comes, of course, Maha Souram, the actual subject matter of ours today. So I give a structure of this. This will don't feel the weight of this slide. There's too many things over here, but that is only for the academic purpose. As many of us know, whenever there is any mantra in our tradition, we have to talk about the Devata, the Rishi, who has actually seen this mantra. It has occurred to him. He did not write. It occurred to him. And what occurred to him probably was repeated, and somebody found a meter, either exactly fitting into the meter, known meter, or chandas, or he may have adjusted a few words here and there. That is how I heard scholars talk about how these mantras have come. So there are 65 mantras. I took first 32 just to make it easy. Don't go into the rest of them. And this also I will not trouble you too much with the details. Only for this first column talks about the serial number of the mantra in Souram, and corresponding mantras in Rigveda. 1-50-1 is actually reference to the first mandala, 50th sukta, first mantra in Rigveda. So the first 9 mantras of Souram, they refer to first 9 mantras of the 50th Sukta of the first mandala. Udutyam jata veda samdevam vahamti ketavaha. That is the first mantra. Like that first mantra is given everywhere. And that mantra's Rishi is Praskandva Rishi, Muni. Praskandva. And Gayatri is the Chandas or the meter. Like that, for each mantra, we have identified what is this backward reference in Rig Veda and what is the name of the, about how does that mantra start and who is the Rishi and also what is the Chandas. We did not talk about the corresponding Devata because it's typically it is the same Devata throughout, it's sun. Surya Bhagavan is the, Surya is the Devata, except the last 3-4, that is anyway, we are not getting into the detail now at this stage. So typically you can take mantra, the Devata, Rishi and Chandas are covered. Anyway, that's about the structure. Now I would like you to focus a bit on this anchor slide. It talks about the diseases or the conditions or the complaints people may have. It is not necessarily always health related, but mostly health related. And on the right hand side, corresponding mantras in Souram are talked about. Okay. So several things like fever, you have a bad dream also. Okay, the general debility, weakness is there. We have financial crisis and contingencies. You have some problems, some major issues causing fear and dismay. You have an eye problem. You have you don't have children. You want to gain more knowledge. You want to fulfill desires. For anything, there is a set of mantras. Some of these mantras, like some medicines work for multiple diseases. Some of these mantras may be appearing for multiple. And those which are not appearing here does not mean they don't have any value. They do. A sample we have taken. Okay. And I promise that I will not bother you with too many of those, but some of them we have to take. For example, let us take the most powerful, most talked about and highly appreciated mantra, 11, 12, 13. It's a set. Miscellaneous diseases, any type of disease, any fever, this is the one which is given. Okay. It is like a set dosha in Karnataka and Bangalore we get. You go for set dosha, you will get 3 of them, not 1. So that takes care of your lunch also probably. Okay, so similarly, if you have some disease or any disease, you practice this with all practices related to Surya Bhagavan. You need absolute sanctity, cleanliness is absolute minimum, and many other restrictions are there. If you follow that, you are supposed to get the benefits. So it's called Trucha. Trucha is 3 Rik Cha. Rik is the mantra in Rig Veda. So a set of 3 is how it is loosely referred to. Udjannadja mitra maha arohan uttaram divam rudrogam mama surya harimanam chanashaya. So or here we are referring to Surya Bhagavan. We are referring to Surya Bhagavan, who is resplendent with all the favorable radiance. Okay, he is rising, and he is rising so high into the heaven, straight, and we are asking him, we are describing him and are asking, please treat my Hrudrogam, which is heart disease, and Harimanam, that is my skin disease. Harimanam also has a different reference as a disease with green colored disease. Let us for now take it as a skin disease. Okay. Ujjannadja mitra maha arohan uttaram divam. We are saying, oh, Surya Bhagavan, you are rising from the east end to the middle, to the heavens. And you please, Hridayam mama, Rudrogam mama Surya Harimanam Chanashaya. You please treat my heart problem and also skin problem. Sukeshu me Harimanam Ropanaka Sudadmasi Adho Haridraveshu me Harimanam Nidadmasi. We are saying, like as an example, Harimanam or the skin disease generally associated with green color. And we are asking Surya Bhagavan, oh Surya, please relieve me of these diseases and take it away. Take this green color stuff away and give it to the parrots, which are green. And Ropana. Ropanaka is another type of bird which is very fast moving bird, it seems. And you give it away. Maybe it is also green. I'm not aware. Okay. And also keep this color, this green color stuff, and put it in the vegetation, in the trees, wherever green is there. So here, let us not misunderstand. We are not saying, you please transfer my disease to somebody, but we are only saying symbolically take it away and give it to the nature, because all diseases come from nature only. You get typhoid because of the contaminated water or whatever, malaria because of the mosquitoes, you may get something else because of another virus, which we see today. So all these are coming to us through the nature, and we have to pass it on to the nature only. And somebody's food could be somebody else's poison. So my poison can be food somebody else. So let us take in the right spirit. We are just transferring, because there are only two ways you can get rid of your disease. One is suffer it, for a period of time it will go. It is because all suffering, all diseases are attributed to our past sins we have done, we have committed. And nobody can be free from sins. All of us will do, may have done lots of mistakes. And those will not remain there. They will take right position, and they come back to us to trouble us as diseases. This is the belief. And so best thing to do is, of course, to suffer and let it go. The other one, of course, is to treat it in a natural way. So this is the way. Then we pass it on to somebody else. Somebody else is not the disease, but this is the essence of it, which probably the nature is circular in its structure. So what is not good for one can be good for other. So we're requesting God to help us to transfer it away. Okay. So the third one is Budagadayama Adityo Visvena Sahasa Saha Vishantam Mahyam Randhayanno Aham Vishate Radham. O rising sun, with your strength, please get rid of our enemies. Here, enemies are diseases. It could be diseases, it could be some various conditions or people. Okay. So Vishantam is one who is hating. So there are people who are hating us, but we don't have to hate them, because you will take care of them. In the sense, you will finish them. And we do not have to, because, and here there is a very practical point also. Hatred type of feelings are not good for health. We know it both scientifically and even as per our Vedic tradition. It will give us a lot of trouble. As it is, you are suffering from disease. We're looking for a result for this disease. And why are you hating somebody else? Or why are you fighting some other circumstances? Don't have to do it. So here we are requesting Sun to please help us take care of these diseases, take care of my enemies, and let me be free. Okay. So these are the three important set of mantras which are referred to as a trucha, and very powerful. Very powerful is what they say. We have to practice it. I would like, if anybody take care of your diseases, earn money, earn fame, gain knowledge, ultimately you have to look for the ultimate knowledge. And ultimate knowledge, according to our science, our Vedic tradition, is emancipation or the moksha. So what is that comes only through knowledge, is what they say. So let's look at emancipation or the moksha, or getting rid of all the cycle of births and deaths. Taranir Vishwadarshato Jyotishkudasi Surya Vishwamabha Sirochanam. We are asking Surya Bhagavan, who is moving with a terrific speed into the skies, to enlighten, and who is enlightening all the celestial objects and also the beings, living beings and non-living beings on the earth. That is all simple meaning, but taken from the yogic angle, in the yoga practice, when you are meditating on the ultimate truth, the kundalini is supposed to rise from the bottom of your backbone, the lowest point, to the head, Sahasrara. In the path, there are several nerve centers which are all supposed to be broken, and it moves up, kundalini. And during this time, you get enlightened, you get great knowledge. And ultimate knowledge is the one where you get emancipation or released or relieved from this cycle of births and deaths. And this has got that connotation. So, but what you have to repeat is this mantra. Taranir Vishwadarshato Jyotish Krudasi Surya Vishwamabha Sirochanam. That is about, one is very material, disease related. The other one we talked about emancipation, and we can pick up some more. Let's take financial crisis and contingencies. Okay, so this is interesting. Many people get into it at some stage or the other. And so Venus Sahasram Suradho Radam Prutava No Varuno Mitro Agnihi Yacham Tu Chandra Upamam No Akkamanaha Kamam Pupurantu Stavana. So here we are saying, oh great Surya Bhagavan, by your commandment, the truthful Agni, Varuna and Mitra, these are the three Vedic gods. Okay, they give us a lot of health, wealth, medicines, and all interesting objects. Okay, and they are pleased with our adoration. Okay, let them fulfill our desires. Vina, Naha is us, and Saha Surudhor Adam Rutavano. Rutavano is you are a truthful person. These people, Varuna, Mitra, Agni are the devatas who will actually bestow us plenty of gifts in terms of health, medicines, and whatnot, and everything which we want and we haven't even imagined. They just bestow. That is their job. In our belief system, we give havis to the Vedas, to the devatas, and they in turn bless us. And this is a cycle. They live on the food that we give in terms of our prayers and our extolling and our praise, and also the food we offer and puja we do. They are supposed to bless us. This is a belief system. In this, these three people, the devatas, Varuna, Mitra, Agni, they are providing you plenty of those. Upuranto, they fulfill to the brims, to the full of whatever you boxes you brought. All the gifts are given to you. So we are saying, we are asking Surya Bhagavan to give them order to give. So these are the people who bestow. Well, while we are talking about it, a small information maybe of interest. Surya Bhagavan, while he is an independent god, he himself appears in the form of Mitra in the mornings, Agni in the afternoon, Varuna in the evening. He is another version. So Surya is the essence. Just as Surya Bhagavan himself is creating the radiance and power and energy in the physical sun, which we are seeing, it is Savito actually. Okay, the same way here, Surya Bhagavan himself is giving the powers, are taking positions of the different Vedic gods. Well, and then a very common problem, like eye problem. Tatchakshurdeva hitam sukra mucharat pasye masaradasyatam Jivema Saradasyatam. So the god, the sun god, who is coming up every day as per the right time, other devatas. So what is good? What is the good news? Because the news is that day has broken, and the day has started. The dawn is broken. The day is started. And this is a very good news for the devatas, because only after the sunrise the havis is given. Havis is the food we offer to the gods. We go to the temple after, or we go offer offerings only after the day breaks, not before. So it's a good news for them. So what we are saying is, may we live, may we witness 100 atoms, and 100, we may live 100 years. Autumn is the season between rainy season and the winter. Okay, it's supposed to be a temperate temperature, not too cold, not too hot. It is not raining, or leaves are falling, and it's a nice, pleasant temperature. So Sharad Rutu is considered to be one of the nice, pleasant things. So we should be able to witness 100 of them. That's 100 years may we live. And this particular mantra is supposed to take care of your eye problems. Okay, so there are impediments, and which will cause a lot of fear in us. We can probably run through that as well. Bhadra Ashva Haritaha Suryasya Chitra Etakva Anumadhyasaha Namasyanto Diva Aprushthamastu Parijava Pudhiviyanti Satyaha. So Surya Bhagavan seems, as we know, has got 7 horses. As we know is, as we hear. Okay. So we know that there are 7 colors in the white crystal. So if you take a prism and disperse it, we see 7 colors, and generally people keep talking about those 7 colors as the 7 different horses of Surya Bhagavan. Okay, so but they are all described here as green horses. Okay, so these horses of Surya Bhagavan are so beautiful, so handsome, so wonderful, so graceful, and they are happy to receive the havis, which are whatever offerings we are giving to God. So whatever we are offering to the Surya Bhagavan, the horses, his beautiful horses, seem to be enjoying, and they are racing from earth to heaven at the same time. They are seen at the same time. Strictly speaking, a ray of sun to reach earth, it should take 8 minutes. Okay, so that's what it means. 8 minutes, so many millions of kilometers of distance. So these astras are moving very fast, and they're the match, and they are also worth receiving of salutations. So they are marching too fast. Is what this mantra literal meaning is. Please mind, literal meaning and actual impact it will give by chanting and practicing the way it is stated could be similar. They are widely different. Sometimes they can be opposite. In the sense, let us not go by the literal meaning alone, because there is a lot to do with sound and internal meanings as well. So we are doing this exercise just to get an idea. Instead of simply chanting, let us know what is the meaning of it. That is the purpose of trying to understand this. And so we go back here. Maybe we can do one more mantra. Maybe 44 is for progeny. It is actually mantra for disease, various different diseases, general debility. It is found in for progeny is your children, and it's also supposed to give you auspicious results. You can see that is everywhere, including knowledge. So I think 44 is a wonderful mantra. giving multiple benefits. So let's spend a little time on it. Vishvahatva. One second. What I wanted. Vishvahatva sumanasah suchakshasah prajavanto anamiva anagasaha Udyantam tvamitra mahoti vedi vejog jivaha prati paschema surya. So, we are addressing Surya Bhagavan as a friend, esteemed friend. Okay, we are enjoying the purity of heart. Sumanasaha, by your vision, we are actually enjoying the best feelings. Asu chakshasaha, equanimity of vision. We are not seeing the world with the colored glasses. Very clear, very nice, very pleasant view. Nobody is enemy, nobody is bad for us. Okay. Prajavanto is our own children, or it can be your support system, people who are behind you or with you. Okay. Anamiva means all diseases less. You are diseaseless. Okay. Anagasaha, that is, you are also sinless. You are leading a life of sinlessness, diseaselessness, plenty of people with you, and you have a great vision, equal vision of a balanced vision, and you are pure at heart. Okay, we are able to do this. Okay, and you please, and that is possible only we can enjoy all that only when we worship you and you are looking at us, blessing us with good feeling. Okay. Ujjantam tvamitra mahoti vedi vejog jivaha priti paschema surya. And every day you are raising correct time. Last time I think I was talking about Rudavanto and probably got digressed. Need to talk a little bit about it. Rudavanto, Rudam and Satyam are two things. Both mean same. As I understand, Satyam is for people like us, the human beings. Rudam is for the gods. What is the truth for God? Why is it different? God's truth is like sun rises in the morning, and he rises in the east, and our seasons come at the right time, and it will rain as required. Okay, all these are things which are nature's laws. That is Satyam of the gods, and these gods, Agni, Aruna, Varuna, and Mitra, they are like that. That is what it was pointed out, and I missed it and came back here. Anyway, coming back here, what we are saying is on a regular basis, you are rising up in the east in the morning, or great sun, and that is also Rudam. So you are truthful. You come at the right time. Okay. And you please bless us. And Jog Jivaha. Jog is for a long time. And we should be able to live and see you. So here what we are saying multiple times, you may have heard that we are wanting to live long. Live long here is not, or even we are very clearly saying in some places, we live to the old age. So when we are saying old age, you should not take it negatively. Old age is the best time, as long as you are healthy. So you are free from several responsibilities and you are having good health. Enjoy it. And therefore the best time for you to be happy. So the ability to grow into old age has its own benefit in a healthy way, of course. So that is 44. And before we run too much out of time, I'll take just one. For any type of desires, all desires are fulfilled with this. Also, it gives you great health. Shamno bhava chakshasasham no anhasham bhanunasham himasham brunena yamasamadvam chasamudhurone tat surya dravinam dehi chitram. So, we are saying Sham is blessing, is peace, happiness and welfare. You please bestow on us, Sham. Okay, so your by your vision, give us our day. Let it be peaceful, nice, and happy. Let there be a brightness, happy. Let the when there's a lot of cold things are there. Let that also be blessed with happiness and welfare and and peace. Same thing with Grunena. Grunena is a heat. So any heat, very hot objects, hot day, hot something, hot temper, everything is the peace. We want Surya's blessings for a peaceful living, happy living. So anything, well, things can be anything. One day it can be hot day, cold day, it doesn't matter. So same way, yatha sama. Here we are saying the roads we walk on. Okay, they also should be lightened by you. In the sense, Advan is the route, is the Advan is the path. Yatha sham Advan sham sadrone is drone is actually dwelling places. So as we are asking you to give bless us happiness and peace, you please shower your peace on the roads we walk and the dwelling places we live in also. So, and provide us with all the gifts and wealth. That's a standard clause we always give at the end. And same way, Asmakam Deva Bhubhayaya Janmane Sharma Yachatad Vipade Chatushpade Adat Pibadu Jayamana Masitam Tadasmesham Lorarapo Dadhatana. So, please give us peace, please give us health to all Vipade and Chatushpade, that is all animals, all of us, okay, including human beings. Give us pleasures in a dharmic way. Dharmic way is rapo is free from sin, but yoho is the pleasure. We want the material pleasures, no doubt, but in a dharmic way is what we are asking God. I think we should not dwell too much on this. There are several mantras, and all these mantras are supposed to bestow us great health. That is the essence of Souram. And while we talk about it, I want to bring as a last point the scientific approach to reach the benefits to masses. One question comes to all of us. These are all fine. They're all mantras said somewhere some thousands years ago, or thousands of years ago. Do they work? How do they work? And some people follow, some people don't. So these questions do come. It is natural, and they have to be answered. And they cannot be answered in the way in which presently we are thinking. Our thinking has to undergo some change to be able to understand the real meaning of it. So for that, we have no other option. It is like a pole vault jump. You have to take a long pole, and you have to take that, and using that only you can go to that height. Having gone there, you have to leave this. You can't take this along with you. Same way, you may have to use this brain to go to the highest level, and then you should not use this brain because it has a limitation. You have to leave this pole here itself, the other side, and you have to move forward the other side. So this is the essence. So we need to see at the highest levels of truth, what is it that the scientists are saying. I just take the example of one life scientist, genetist. He is supposed to be best in stem cell biology, and he has undergone his own suffering. He has, you may have heard a popular book, Biology of Belief. Okay, the essence of this thing, if you want to sum it up, after his own hard experience of having met with an accident and being advised by one of his students to meet alternate medical professionals like energy healing, he realized, and after having a lot of research as a biologist himself, he felt that the external environment and your own belief, which is imposed on you sometimes, not sometimes, sorry, that is my word, I take it back. The environment and the belief can overrule the way your cells behave or the way your cells have come to you. So that in this, your DNA structure itself may be something, but you believe it, it can go against that. And so your cells start behaving differently. Okay. So that's a great positive thing. We think destiny is there, we cannot do anything beyond, etc. That feeling has to be stopped. We can do things if you believe. So belief has such a great place, even in science. That is one point I want to bring. Belief is not small. Belief is great. Thought is not small. Thought is great. Even though you know that this is just an imaginary thing, you have such a, there is so much of impact on you when you are watching a picture, for example. Okay, you know you come to a fiction. This is all fictitious, nothing to be believed, but you know they can create such a thing on your mind. So belief and thought are to be taken very seriously. They have a lifelong effect on you and a very redeeming effect. I also would like to quote another scientist, living scientist. All these are living people, okay, and some of the best in their own fields. Francis Collins, who is director of the National Institute of Health in USA, he is one of those who worked in the genome systems, and he is the one who has sequencing and all that stuff he did. So he knows everything very, very perfectly in a very, very scientific manner. He was actually an atheist in the beginning, and after having spent 40 years, 50 years in research and also seeing their life, he has come to the conclusion science and belief, or science and religion, need not be two different things. They are not opposed to each other. This common thought is that they are opposed to, they are not same. Okay, so he proves that. I want to bring it to your attention. One of his famous bestsellers is Language of God. You can have a look at it if you like. So these are the two life scientist people who are talking. And here Gary Jukow, who is more of a writer, science writer, and also has become a spiritual teacher. He has done a lot of work in the physics, in the physical theories. They are all, so far we talked about life sciences. In physical theories, he has done good work. He looked at the theory of relativity, gravitational fields, and also the quantum mechanics. He has come to a very, very interesting conclusion. It looks like the entire thing is summed up in this book, Dancing Woolly Masters. Okay, so he's saying that some of the ancient thoughts of the saints in the Eastern world, in the East, that is India, for example, and those some of the highest level thoughts of the scientists in the leading level of technology today, state of the art technology, they seem to be somewhat similar. They are not same. No, nobody is saying that, but they seem to be similar. Example, if you see some object here, it cannot be at the same time in far off place. In quantum mechanics, these are actually accepted. Okay, so he has made 2 points. One is we have to cast off our current thinking. Common thinking is cause and effect. One causes the other. It won't happen all by itself, etc., etc. So this common thinking has to become a little uncommon, or especially special thought. Alternate logic is what he says. So we have to get into that. Is what science is saying, and our saints also said something. What you see, don't believe. This entire world is not real, is what they are saying. They are not saying real. Let us understand in the right spirit. Some people misinterpret it. Then when they are not saying not real, it is not the ultimate reality. It is a local reality. Nobody is questioning it. When we say Einstein has come and brought up the special theory of relativity, nobody said Newton was wrong. Newton was right in his own way when we were talking of limited distances. Okay, so Euclidean geometry, the sum of the internal angles of a triangle can be 180 degrees. That is true. But if you draw a triangle on the globe, for example, on a sphere, that is not true. So everything is true in a limited way. So if you are talking of a bigger truth, is there any bigger truth at all is another question. Okay, so then some of these things may not be true. So you have to shed the old thinking or common thinking, and the perception of reality is one unity. Like it is said, the person who is seeing, the object which is seen, and the process of seeing, they're all same. This is what Eastern thinking is, and Advaitists talk more about it. And scientists are saying, if you observe anything, it has got already changed. Without changing, you can't observe. Very funny things. You have to take it with a pinch of salt, because they are scientists. They are the people who are today are saying. And I'm taking these examples of non-Indians, especially because there is a feeling that the greatest sciences are thriving in the United States and other places, and we may be still following blindly some of these superstitious thoughts. Therefore, I'm bringing these examples, and many more examples we can take. And good work is also going on today. And I only want to close it quickly by saying we need to take a clinical approach, clinical trials approach. Let us take thousands of people who are suffering from various diseases. Let us try chanting these mantras, but let them chant themselves or do something equivalent. Okay, see, some without disease. And so let us give mantras to someone. Someone we don't give mantra, we say it is mantra, but it can be some gibberish. All these types of research is already done. We should do this by clinical approach, clinical trials approach, and come to the conclusion. And if it is proved that these are working, I think we should take to the masses, forget about all these restrictions. That is my view. Okay. And you take one example of Ayurveda. Even though Ayurveda is not accepted as a medicine in many countries, including India. India probably it is taken as a food supplement or some such thing, or maybe it is accepted in a mild way. But many places it is being sold, and there people are taking, and they believe it. And the question here is the Ramadev and Acharya Balakrishna, these people are going to the clinical trials approach. They are trying to prove it. It is not necessary, but they have published scientifically, theoretically papers in international journals to show theoretically what they are saying is right, or these herbs are how they work, and what is the content, and what is the constitution, how they react, etc., etc. Now they have to prove it, and they are doing a lot of work. They are investing a lot of money on proving. Once proved, I think all these drug mafia, which is behind these pharmaceutical companies, they will be backing Ayurvedic drugs. They don't care. They want money. Okay, so as long as we are not able to prove it, or we are not caring to prove it, because it has been expedition coming for a long time, the questions will remain. So I think we should do this is one point. Just would like to draw your attention to some relevant research that is going on. Only a few days ago, I saw a online lab on mantra and neural plasticity. Wonderful people were there, actually, scientists from West and some of the scientists in India, organized by Dr. Shantala Hegde from NIMHANS. Wonderful work, very good, lot of learning in this. And there is also work in progress by Dr. Gopi Chan from Nada Veda Adhyayana Kendra, where I also am learning from Dr. Prabhakar. He is trying to do some work along with NIMHANS only. It is still work in progress. Sakshi, Sri Aurobindo Kapali Sastri Institute. This is the first place where I got introduced to Vedas, and there is also a blueprint for them. It is stalled now for the time because of the COVID. There's a lot of studies that happened in AIMS and also Vyasa again in Bangalore. A lot of good work is happening. They have proved at least one thing they have said without any doubt. We can say the repeated chanting of some of these lines has a great effect on the mind, especially to bestow a lot of peace on you. That is guaranteed. Now the question of what type of disease or what type of condition can be attacked, etc., is a matter of further research, and it has to be done. Thanks very much. I appreciate all the participants for going through this painfully or hopefully happily along with me, and also the International Institute of Vedic Sciences, which has given me this opportunity. I thank Dr. Prabhakar, who has initiated and introduced me here. Thank you. If there are any questions, probably.
Yes. We have a few questions from the audience. The first came from Mahalakshmi. How many times do we have to recite the mantras for the best result? Is there any particular number?
Till you get the result.
Yes, thank you. And the next question is from Srinivas. Are there any special mantras given for children specifically to improve their memory?
Sure, there are, and at this juncture, I may not be able to talk about it.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I would like to thank Dr. Purushotham for his talk on Maha Souram. Thank you for telling us the different mantras that can be used for various problems. It was astonishing to learn that the God we see every day, Lord Surya, has such immense healing powers. I'm sure a lot of folks in the audience would agree. And I will close today's session with a small announcement of the upcoming talk this week. The next talk is on September 5th on Shabda Pramana by Dr. Rachappa Ingilalli. Do join us for all the exciting talks. We would also thank the audience who have joined us live on the Rishivatika YouTube channel today and request everyone to subscribe to the channel for the latest updates for the future talks as part of the Dr. Vedavyasa Memorial online lecture series. Now I take your leave. Namaste.